we all knew this was going to happen since I mentioned them in my first review. This is Transformers Studio Series, whatever number, Leader Class Scavenger. And he is pretty okay, but only if I have a gun to my head. Because this guy is not great. He is complete garbage. I wanted to like this guy so badly. He's one of my favorite designs from the movies. He's so unique. He has such a cool design and such a cool scene. I know that was Demolisher, not Scavenger, but shush. And he's one of the main parts of Devastator, so I thought he would fit great. But turns out there's a reason why no one buys this guy. There's a reason why there's barely any listings of this guy, because no one owns this guy, but not in the same way as scrap metal where he was hard to find. This guy you could find everywhere, people just didn't care for him. And I'll tell you why. Because he's not good. This is easily the most frustrating Transformer I've ever had to film for a review. Granted, I haven't done many reviews right now, but that's not saying much because I already reviewed Sentinel Prime from Dark of the Moon, which is said to be one of the worst leader classes of all time. So I feel like I have a pretty valid excuse for calling him one of the worst figures I've ever reviewed. Because it seems like this guy can't stand me either, because he refuses to stand up! Anyways, going to the figure itself, it looks fine. It looks like he does in the movie. Oh wait, he wasn't in the movie. So most people are going to think that this guy's Demolisher from the beginning of the movie, which he isn't. This is Scavenger. He had a fully rendered model, but he was never used in the movie. I wonder why. The posing on this guy is also worse than your average deluxe class, because he doesn't have feet, he doesn't have legs, he only has those giant arms, which, yeah, look cool, but they can't pose for anything, because you can't just make him stand up. If he came with a stand, then that would have been perfect. I would have loved it. But the second that you get him into a cool pose, you have to pray to Lord Primus himself that you won't have him falling over on you, because I would hate for this guy to be the one who falls for me after all these years. The transformation was torture to film, but isn't actually that bad. It's really easy, just the fact that it's such a big boy and the fact that he has all these like really big panels of steps and stuff like that makes it a hell to film. So if you see me like taking the figure out of frame sometimes, then yeah, that's mostly because of that. And the vehicle mode looks horrible too! There's kibble everywhere! And if you're new to Transformers and don't know what the word kibble means, it basically just means parts of a different mode in that current mode that isn't supposed to be there. And I really doubt that an excavator thingy like him is supposed to have this giant rotating wheel in the middle of it, and a face in the back, but we don't talk about that. Oh yeah, and size comparison time. Boom, boom! Oh yeah, and the combined mode is here too, because I didn't want to transform it on camera since I tried 5 times, and it made me want to rip my hair out every single time, so here it is. And here's the pair of trousers that I also had just laying here. And now it's a full torso, let's go! So, should you get this guy? I'd say no, personally, from wanting to rip my hair out, but you can do some fun stuff. Anyways, did you guys see that they got Mortal Kombat in Fortnite now? I personally really like Sub-Zero. Anyways, that's pretty much it, so I'll see you around. No, not around the corner shop.